EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! 11, Agate.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. So he stopped for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Catch made by Slayton. Down the sideline he goes, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Fights through him. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be...
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
11. 30 left.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Sink right. Go, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready, ready. Pass the 60.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Jaguars had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Great job.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They're going to look to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, 31 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lawrence to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Got it. Ready.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Now back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Hot 70, hot 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. On the set. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll look to set up his blockers. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Go! On the ball, now!
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, good move. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
60 Eagles, 60.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Back to throw again. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Check smash, check smash. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from 8 yards out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Hey, run!
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Down to about the 37.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey, let's go.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Easy. Silver.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45. Back now here on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
19 Lions.
2nd and 11. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Smith, 68 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. A try here for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the 2nd half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, hey, hey. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Once again, he finds Slayton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Charles, a lot.